There may be a language barrier, but there's some words the son seems to understand.
Cocaine, heroin? No, cocaine, heroin?
The officers now need to find the source of the coke hit.
Okay.
The officers decide to swab the son's belongings first. The suspicions about cocaine were correct. But often coke hits can be caused by personal use. And working out the cause here will be easier said than done.
Quite high hits of cocaine off the inside of the gentleman's bag. Unfortunately, because they're non-English speakers, we can't really question to establish anything about misuse or anything. So whether he's a recreational user or not, we can't establish anything at the moment because he can't speak English.
Martin decides to play an unusual game of charades to work out if the son has used any drugs whilst abroad.
Papa, Mama? Yeah, no. Who's there? Yeah. One time. Soon. Days. Yeah. Who's there? Once. Yeah.
Under pressure, the son admits using cocaine.
3 weeks. 2 weeks ago. Okay. It's okay, yeah.
Out of earshot of his parents, the son clears up the source of the coke hit.
Mama, Papa. Yeah.
And Martin promises to keep the confession under wraps. And knowing the son has used, speeds up the search.
Could be in trouble with his mummy and daddy, yeah? Maybe not with us.
Thank you. Adios.
Adios.
In Gatwick, officers are x-raying the bags off a flight from Turkey. But straight away, the officers find over 4,000 cigarettes. They then head upstairs to see who collects the bags. They watch as the passengers walk straight through, nothing to declare. It's at this point the offence has been committed.
Because you've come into the Green Channel, the penalty will be today is for me to seize all the cigarettes from you.
Sorry,
No.
if I can go over to France...
Yeah, but France...
Legally, no, I can legally go over to France with a 7.5-ton lorry, fill it up with one make of come through, legally, and I can't be done for it. Doesn't matter how many you bring through.
Yeah, but that is because it's going to Europe and tax has been paid into Europe. By buying them in Turkey, it's outside the European... Yeah, but not to the European Union.
That was our fault.
Yeah, but the problem is you've come...
Turkey's in Europe.
Turkey's not in the European Union.
Turkey's in Europe.
But it's not in the European Union.
Well,
and by not being in the European Union, that means tax is not paid into the European Union, which is why you have an allowance of 200.
The man
Anything
thinks
over that
he knows
must
his
be declared
geography,
in the red
but
channel.
he clearly doesn't know the law.
But you
It's
better
as simple
arrest
as
me,
that.
because I'm taking your with me.
You won't be taking your cigarettes with you.
Who's stopping me?
Don't go all the way through.
No, no. At the end of the day...
I'm not being rude.
At the end of the day, it's my hard-earned money that's bought them, and she wants to take them so they can
We should be able
chuck
to
them in
now
the
pay the
incinerator.
tax
It's
on
wrong.
them. We've said, OK, that's fair enough, hands up. We'll pay the tax.
Totally
That's
wrong.
unfair.
Yeah, but you've committed an offence. But
It's
you've
not
committed an
to-
offence by coming into the Green Channel. It's an outright offence.
Where they come from?
Turkey.
Turkey. You're at 200 each.
In the European...
That's it.
I'll come from Europe.
Makes no
But
difference.
not the European Union.
200
It's a difference.
is what
The
your
man
limit is.
decides to take the law
Outside
into
the
his own
easy.
hands.
No,
I'm going round the red channel, sorry.
No, you're too
No.
late. Come down there.
you've come into the Green Channel.
Right, I'll take that.
No.
200 are allowed to be mine.
No,
You've
by
just said
coming
I'm allowed
into
200.
but by coming into
lost
the
them.
by coming into the
Give me the
Channel.
paperwork, arrest me.
Get a bag.
No, a lot of them. I'm not... This is my own money. It's my own money, which I've got ended up from. This was a family holiday. I paid for it from my Danny Grand stepbed legacy, and they're going to take even more money from me. Bad enough, the government ripping you off and inheritance tax and every other tax, and then these do the same.
Taking cigarettes from tired passengers can often boil over into angry confrontations. Sam hopes she's seen the last of this man's temper.
Back down, mate. I'm not going to anyone. Because if I did, it would be you looking at me like that. Believe you me, you'd be on your with it. Well, he's standing there.
There's cigarettes at the end of the day. Let them do what they want to do. We're going to burn them anyway. Forget about it.
Well, we were going to burn them one by one.
Forget about it.
The gentleman wasn't too happy about the fact that I was seizing his cigarettes, but it is an outright offence coming in from Turkey. You are only allowed one packet of 200 cigarettes. You have to be over the age of 17, and they were in very much in excess of their allowances.
Good evening.
It was until we met you.
Their behaviour and their story convince Mark that he's about to get his first cocaine seizure, but the first swab shows no trace. With so much to gain from smuggling, sometimes couriers carry drugs inside their bodies.
Okay, has anybody asked you to bring anything back for them?
Not this time.
Not this time?
Nah, not this time. We were too naughty to do it this time.
Okay, right. Back to work then on Monday?
No, children, we're housewives.
Yeah, got a lot of
Small housewives too. Cooking and cleaning.
Obviously, just flying out somewhere very nice and...
Tuesday was horrible.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it
They're
was
so
very
rough
horrible.
and rude.
And then dogs that treat you like rats.
And we could be kidnapped. We had to be escorted everywhere we went.
Right. Okay. So it's going to sound a silly question, but so obviously the tickets for getting out there and staying out there could be quite expensive. How did you pay for your tickets?
Somebody buys us them.
Oh right, that was nice of them. Who was that then? Was that
Tony.
that was nice of him? Why did he do that?
He's got quite a lot of money, to be honest with you.
Their behaviour and their story convince Mark that he's about to get his first cocaine seizure, but the first swab shows no trace.
Completely clear?
Chris joins Mark to dig a little deeper.
Hello.
Christopher. Crime Stopper.
Oh, really? Right, now, do you need a hand?
Yeah, would you like to do my one?
Actually, if you've just taken the words out of my
Or
mouth.
do you want me to
Or if you want
X-ray
to pop
for
this
you?
through, just... Yeah, well, it was just
Oh, yes.
Oh, how exciting.
not as exciting as it sounds.
I'd like an X-ray while I'm here.
Well, we could actually arrange that if you wish, but, but not just yet.
We'll cross that. We'll cross that bridge in a minute.
Okay, that looks about done. Okay, I'll take this one away. Yeah, don't worry, we'll get that sorted.
Can I come with you? What is that?
That is obviously...
There's something not quite right there.
Yeah.
The fact is it's not opening and closing properly, which to me is a bit suspicious. Feels a little bit heavy at the bottom here. I'll just have a quick look.
Where are you taking it, Michael?
I'm sure he'll be as gentle as he can.
The bags are clean, but with so much to gain from smuggling, sometimes couriers carry drugs inside their bodies.
We'll go for a strip search, presumably, rather than... What I'm about to do, I'm going to go and speak to a colleague because I'm going to ask for somebody to do a search of person.
Search of us?
Yeah, because of... well, that's not something that we can do. No, it would just be a visual. It would be a visual inspection. Well, because of where you've come from. Hang on just a second. Hang on just a second. Where you've come from, you've both said to me, obviously, you're housewives, you don't have the money. Obviously, you said Uncle Tony's paid for it.
Yeah.
No, that's absolutely fine. But obviously, we come across people that don't have money that other people pay to go out and bring drugs in. So it's something that we need to check.
Yeah.
They're not happy, but a body search will find the truth.
So the quicker I go, the quicker it gets done. All right?
But the daughter is getting angry.
The search. Yeah. Obviously, I can.
We're going to have a search. As soon as we've had that search, I think we should be able to leave. We've got children to get back to. You're delaying us for no reason. Once you've searched us, you know we have nothing on us, so why are we still holding your custody?
Their story suggests they're carrying drugs, and Mark waits expectantly outside for the results.
Bend over slightly. No, slightly. That's right, and part the cheeks of your bottom.
The strip search finds nothing, but Mark refuses to give up just yet.
A pair of shoes from the lady that we've just searched. I'm going to swab them with our tool that checks for drugs, as it can be an indication that they've swallowed drugs. So I shall do that and get a result. A small indication.
The indication means Mark wants to do a body scan.
0.5, something to think about. With these indications, keen to go for an X-ray, which the mum has already sort of informally said she's happy to do.
What about the daughter in terms of X-raying? Do you think she'll be happy to do that?
She's not happy to be here at the moment.
If you don't think they're going to stay, you're going to have to look at arresting them.
I want to know.
Worried about the daughter's reaction to the X-ray, they decide to arrest them.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of being involved with the importation of a controlled drug. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which you later rely on in court.
Who wants to go first then? Let's get moving.
The daughter agrees to be X-rayed first. In just a few seconds, Mark will know if they've swallowed packages of cocaine.
We ain't swallowed nothing, believe you me.
Right.
Against the odds, both scans are clear. And Mark admits that this won't be his first Class A drug bust.
7:58, you're unarrested.
Thank you very much.
Mark and the ladies part as friends.
And you're glad we weren't smugglers, aren't you?
Yes and no.
I don't believe that this sort of amount can be for your own personal use. The sheer amount that you've brought in.
I've never been in trouble with the police, never been in trouble with the customs. We smoke tobacco, and that is for our use.
They have enough tobacco to last 14 years, but it was split between 3 passengers, so it won't be treated as criminal. But they will now be interviewed to decide the fate of the tobacco.
I do not believe for 1 minute that that is for their own personal use. Even if they were smoking, 100 cigarettes a day.
He seems pretty adamant that he's done nothing wrong, and
that's right.
That's the most I've seen come through the airport in the last couple of years, I must say.
At this point, most bootleggers simply admit defeat and abandon their goods. But this passenger decides he won't go down without a fight. They have enough tobacco to last a heavily addicted smoker 14 years. But neither have yet asked for a cigarette.
You said that I took an hour to write up my notebook.
No, you left us outside waiting for it.
Yeah, you actually said that I took an hour to write up my notebook. That were your
I said, my specific words were, you left us sitting out there for an hour in the freezing cold.
Well,
I did not say, but let's get it straight.
Okay, well,
little girl, if you're going to write,
don't try and intimidate me.
You are intimidating me.
No,
little
not
girl,
at all.
you write it properly.
With you.
You do your job properly, or don't do it at all. Bring somebody else
Look,
in.
if you're going to take this attitude,
yes.
I'm not going to interview you. I'll invite you back at a different date when you calm
you
down.
come to my house and interview me.
No,
invite me
that
back.
doesn't happen.
Well, you bring somebody else then.
Until you're prepared to speak to me in a proper manner, I won't deal with you.
What planet are you on, for goodness sake? You people, get to the dock, stop the people coming in. Do your job.
Okay.
You don't do the little end. You're like policemen who pick people up for barking. Catch the criminals. We're not bloody criminals.
Well, actually, it's a very large quantity of cigarettes.
Wait, no, it's tobacco. You want to get that right, but it is not a large quantity for somebody that smokes all the time. 2 people. Really? You smoke, do you?
It's a large quantity.
Do you smoke, do you? Oh, it is, because you're telling me it's a large quantity. I'm saying, did you smoke?
No,
you're not qualified to judge, are you?
I am, because
No, you're not. Bring somebody in that's qualified to judge. You don't smoke. You don't know how much tobacco goes in the rollie, do you?
Yes.
You haven't got a clue.
Well, look.
Right. So anyway, go away. Bring the little girl back with what I've just said.
No, you don't speak to us like that.
Why not? This is disgraceful, and it will not end here, I can tell you. We are not criminals. You are treating us like criminals.
The man is adamant it's not being brought in to sell on the black market. Anne's decided to interview the man to see if he's telling the truth. If not, the £11,000 worth of tobacco will all be seized and destroyed.
How much do you smoke a week on average?
So, 2-3 packs a day, so...
2 or 3 50-gram packs?
Yeah, generally 2.
Okay. How many cigarettes do you tend to make from one 50-gram pouch of tobacco? What could you get to?
30.
Okay. Have one 50-gram pouch. On a good day, he gets 20 out of it. Okay, sorry. He would expect those goods to last him 9 to 10 months.
All right, give him the benefit of the doubt. 30 kilos are for him.
Yeah.
That's 600 pouches. And he reckons 10 months.
Yeah. Definitely not longer than a year. Because he bought the same amount last year.
That means he's going to be smoking 8.5 pouches a week. Totally and utterly ridiculous.
Oh, he says he smokes 2 pouches a day. 2 to 3 pouches a day.
A day?
The only thing I haven't asked is about rolling. Because are we allowed to ask her? Are we?
What do you mean? Going to roll one?
Yeah. I'm going to ask you to roll one of these for me.
Really? I'm not playing any silly games.
Well, you've said that you can roll.
Look, I've been very good. I've played the game.
Yeah,
You've
but
asked
I'm not
all your
asking.
questions. You've asked, and if you really think at 65 years old I haven't smoked on my life, I'm now going to play a silly game.
I'm asking you to roll one cigarette.
No way. I'm not being silly. No way. That's insulting.
The two other passengers have had their goods seized. And now the moment of truth. Anne has to decide if the angry passenger gets to keep his tobacco. And he's not going to be happy.
I've looked over what has been said today, and you failed to satisfy me that the tobacco is for your own use for the following reasons. I'll give you the reasons. One, the excessive quantity is actually 9 times over the guideline of what you are supposed to bring in from an...
Not when I'm supposed to smoke, yeah, fine. When you say guideline...
Yeah, there is a guideline of 3,000...
It's a guideline.
Yeah, but it's still 9... I'm giving you my... I'm not
use.
going to argue about it. I'm giving you my reasons. Consumption, 3 pouches a day is grossly excessive.
Right, yeah, okay, go on. Right, you're going to tell me what to smoke now.
You've got no smoking paraphernalia at all.
That's correct.
You refuse to roll a cigarette for no reason.
Correct. Not for no reason. I made it clear
It's not
to you
credible.
that I'm not going to demonstrate.
Okay, fine. You refuse
drink
to
a cup of tea.
I didn't ask you to
a bottle of wine.
drink
No,
a
I'm
cup
telling
of
you
tea.
that. You asked me to do something just as benign.
Can you just listen, please?
Can I just sign it, please, and we can get to the court?
Right. It's not credible to import this quantity when travelling again in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Inconsistencies in your account. You actually said...
Inconsistencies in my account?
Just let me finish,
Yeah, go on,
right?
let's hear it.
You actually said that on the same flight, your son and a female friend of his travelled, whereas your wife told Mr. Hanlon that nobody else that you knew travelled. That is the point. That is the point.
If we were travelling on
We're
our
not
own?
going to...
When you were being questioned, did they ask you if you're travelling on our own? Yeah, well, we are.
Well, you're not because you know that...
Well, no, I
So
knew
are you
another lady I was
suggesting
sitting beside.
that Mrs. Stevens didn't know that her own son was also
what
on the
I'm saying
flight?
to you is, we are travelling on our own. That's what my wife said. Anyway, get to it.
It's
come on.
also not credible to get only 20, or 30 or even 40 cigarettes from a 50-gram pouch of tobacco.
Right then.
Generally, you would get at least 80 to 100 cigarettes out of...
Not if you roll them in a bag.
What, so are you suggesting that you roll them...
I'm not suggesting anything. Let's go to court and have my solicitor
Okay, if you could sign. Look, you need to sign the date as well.
Sign the date. You put the date. You don't
Look,
sign
I'm
the
not
date.
going to argue with you about sign.
I'm just trying to get you to behave correctly.
I don't think I need you to teach me how to do that.
Somebody needs to teach you.
I could say the same about you.
Anne's ordeal is finally over.
He was trying to intimidate me, I think perhaps because he thought I was a girl, like he was calling me little girl and stuff and waving his finger in my face, but that doesn't intimidate me. He was just nitpicking at things really because he knew that he hadn't got a leg to stand on.
The passengers walk away empty-handed, having lost 87 kilos, which will now all be destroyed. If he has cigarettes, it's at this point an offence has been committed.
Are you aware of the allowances of what you are actually allowed to bring back from Turkey with regards to cigarettes and tobacco?
No.
Okay. Did you purchase any tobacco, cigarettes, alcohol? Who are they for? Are they...
For me and my wife.
Right.
And we just went by what they told us.
They say they've been given false information in Turkey.
He's actually got somewhere in the region of 4,000 cigarettes, and you are only allowed 200, so that's quite excessive amount to bring back, really.
You just go by what they allow you and pay the consequences, possibly.
It's going to be an expensive mistake.
Good reason.
Anne gives the man the bad news.
It's an offence because you didn't declare it. If you'd have declared it when you came in, before you came through the channels, if you'd have come to one of us and said, got this amount.
Excuse me, I've got to the end of that thing. There's no something to declare or nothing to declare.
There is a red point down there with a phone. It said, it's right by the bag, where the bags come out. There's a possibility you would have been allowed to pay the duty on the cigarettes. But for an amount like this, 5,000 cigarettes, when you're actually only allowed to bring back 200, it's just too much.
There's one rule for one person, one rule for a different person. One customs officer will allow one customs officer will allow something totally different.
This is the kind of thing that puts small businesses out of business, and that is what they tried to stop.
No, it isn't. It's getting the money from for the government.
It's a large amount, and it wasn't declared before you came through the channels. You actually came through the channels without making...
What channels you're talking about?
This point down here, these that you walked through.
Show me what you're talking about.
The man doesn't have a leg to stand on, and Anne's patience is being tested to the limit.
I understand at this point there is not a green channel because there is construction work taking place. But everybody that wants to declare something should either speak to one of our officers that is stood here, or this red point here. There is a phone, and if you pick it up, you will be connected to a customs officer and you will need to declare what you have. This is a declaration. If you make this, we offer you to pay the duty. Unfortunately, you didn't do that. I had to stop you.
I came from there.
But
I walked over to here.
Yes.
I'm looking for my baggage. I come round here. I get my baggage. I look here. Nothing to declare. Arrivals from European Union. Whoosh. Where's something to declare?
this is now something to declare.
Hang on. Where is something to declare?
Well, it doesn't need to say. It doesn't need to say something to declare. You can read, obviously, and that's...
Nothing to declare. Big letters.
Yes, that is. I'm not going to argue anymore. Look, goods to declare, red point. Warning, if you have failed to make the appropriate...
I didn't know that.
I'm not going to argue about it anymore. You do have the right to appeal against my decision. The rules are the rules. I'm sorry, I don't make those rules.
I know, it's just the way, it's just, one for one, one for another. So I can keep these, can I?
Yes.
As a final act of generosity, Anne decides to let them have back their allowance. But the man's angry mother doesn't know how to keep quiet either.
I think they should be sorted out. They're telling us one thing and law's another thing, though. I'm sorry, but I disagree with that.
Customs Officer Joe has intercepted 2 passengers returning from Spain with 8,000 cigarettes. Spain is within the EU, so Joe just needs to work out their consumption rates and make sure they're not intending to sell the goods illegally. Easier said than done.
Right, and these are your cigarettes, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many do you smoke? Both?
Oh, I smoked a few, not too much. She smokes a lot more than me.
So how much do you smoke?
500 a week.
Sorry?
500 a week.
500 a week?
I smoked quite a few, but between
how many is that a day then?
I smoke like 50 or 60 a day.
50 or 60 a day. How many do you smoke?
I smoke like 30. Like a trooper.
Have you been stopped once before?
No, I haven't.
No?
Yeah, we haven't been stopped. Who is he anyhow? What is he? What is he? A pilot or something?
Yeah, we didn't have anything.
No?
No.
Okay. All right,
What are you, a pilot?
A pilot?
Well, you've got things
No,
on.
I'm a customs officer.
Oh.
Right, just bear with me a minute.
I didn't know that.
Joe now needs to work out if he believes their story.
She's got open packets on him. Can't really get a lot of sense out of him. But she reckons she smokes 50, 60, and she possibly could. She's already had one. She's going again on Sunday though. But I'm tempted to, with the way everything's going, just to write down what I got and see what she brings in on Sunday.
Yeah, it's fair enough, yeah.
Joe decides to let them go.
Okay.
The lady will be searched again when she returns on Sunday.
If she brings anything through next time she travels, then she won't be. She'll be losing that basically. But I really doubt she will.
Got it down
there.
here.
It is.
2 trips before that.
And at the end of it, I think they're quite happy. He was quite happy, quite a character. He even offered for me to go round his house for a cup of tea one day, which is quite nice.